Master of Sass, never trust a snake. Irene was in a cave. No, a tomb, for there were ancient bones littering the sand. Serpentine bones. She saw an odd shadow in the corner. Is someone there? She called. The figure turned. Irene saw purple snake eyes glaring at her, sizing her up. The figure came closer. It was a really big snake. He opened his mouth wide and lunged. Irene woke with a start. Just a dream, that's all, she reassured herself. Nia was still asleep. The girls were sharing a room on the ship, and it worked out quite well as they respected each other's boundaries. Irene looked at the clock, 6:05 a.m. She gave up on going back to sleep and grabbed her sketchbook and pencils. After quietly dressing, she snuck up to the bridge and began drawing the serpentine from her dream. She finished as the dawn broke. It was incredibly detailed, more lifelike than anything she'd ever drawn. Irene put her book back and went to wake the guys before Sensei came crashing in with the gong. They were mostly awake, Zane still sleeping. He was tossing and turning with a strange expression on his face. Irene sensed confusion from him. Let him sleep, he's all right, Cole said. He yawned. Jay said, I know you're an early bird, Irene, but you got up way earlier than normal, didn't you? Irene shrugged. Had a dream, she replied vaguely. Zane then awoke abruptly, smacking his head on the top bunk. Oh, sleeping in. You're going to be late for training, Jay said. How come no one awakened me? Zane asked. Kai replied, we didn't think you wanted us to. You looked like you were having some dream. Zane asked him, how do I know this isn't a dream? Oof! Cole whacked him with a pillow. Does that feel like a dream? He said, as Jay and Irene burst out laughing. No, Zane answered. Thank you for your help. They all started laughing as they got ready for training. On the deck, Kai remarked, you two are a little slow today. What'd you dream about? Irene said, later. Zane, you first. I saw the falcon again, Zane said. Whoa, Zane, every time you see that bird, something big happens. Irene nodded. First the secret treehouse, then the bounty. Wu walked out in front of them. All right, stretches, he announced. First, the swooping crane. He turned his back to them and assumed the pose. The ninja did the same. This time, it showed me the green ninja, Zane whispered. The green ninja? Wu turned to see Cole with his hands over his ears, Jay with his hands over his mouth, Kai with a hand over his eyes, and Irene on the floor. She'd lost her balance. Zane was the only one doing the stretch correctly. That looks like the shocked monkey, Sensei said sternly, as they gave him sheepish looks. Bad form, more focus. He turned again. You can't just drop a bomb like that, spill the beans, Jay hissed, as they all assumed the pose again. Yeah, what else did you see? Kai whispered. He was fighting Lord Garmadon, Zane answered. That's what the prophecy said, that the green ninja would defeat the Dark Lord, Kai realized. But did you have a chance to see which one of us was him? Irene coughed lightly. The green ninja could be a girl, you know, she said. Just saying. The others were intrigued by Zane's dream. I could not tell. He or she shared attributes each one of us possess, Zane replied. Now, pitching crab, Wu said, and they went into the pose. Well, tell us everything, Kai said, and don't spare any details. There has to be a clue that tells us which one of us is going to be the green. Ow, 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 hey! Kai yelled as Wu pulled on his hair. Irene was very glad she wasn't in Kai's shoes right then. What was so important to ignore my teachings? Wu asked sternly. Nothing, said Kai. It was nothing, Sensei, Jay added. Yeah, we don't talk while you teach, Cole said. Everyone was paying attention, Zane agreed. We were listening, Irene tried. Wu clearly didn't believe them. Since you all appeared to be lacking in focus, then you can all share in the punishment, he decreed. A chorus of complaints broke out. Punishment? Jay cried. It was all Zane, Cole said. I was merely answering their questions, Zane protested. No free time and no video games, Wu declared. The rest of the day can be used for training, and tomorrow for that matter. Training? For how long? Kai whined. Sensei replied, until you can answer this simple riddle. What is the best way to defeat an enemy? Easy, Kai said confidently. With a sword. Your fists, Jay said. Spinjitzu, Cole said. Tornado of creation, Zane guessed. Irene remained silent, mulling over the riddle. Sensei sighed and turned to leave. Pace yourselves. You have a lot of training ahead of you. Make sure you sharpen your mind as well as your spinjitzu. Cole sighed. What's the best way to defeat an enemy? Argh, it could be anything, he groaned. Come on, guys, we're smart. We can figure this out, Jay encouraged. Kai hit a punching bag and walked over to Zane. Yeah, well, let's hear more about this dream, he said. Let me just say, the Green Ninja is awesome, he exclaimed with a big smile on his face. Go on, Irene said. Zane began telling the story. I was out here on the deck, and then Garmadon was there trying to take my shurikens of ice. We fought, but he sent me flying across the deck, and he dropped a large, heavy crate on me. But it never landed, Irene guessed. No, Zane replied. The Green Ninja caught it. He tossed it aside like it weighed nothing, and he and Garmadon fought. And then he pulled out the nunchucks of lightning and blasted Garmadon off the side of the ship. I turned to him, and he was just standing there with a falcon on his arm, with his fist on fire. Whoa, they all said. So I'm the Green Ninja, Kai mused. What are you talking about? He had incredible strength to lift the cargo and save his life, Cole argued. It's me. No, did you miss the part of the story where the guy pulled out nunchucks? Jay said. I have nunchucks. He pulled them out to show them. I think you're all missing the point of this dream, Zane protested. The point is the falcon flew on his arm and it was my dream, so naturally it's me. I think we can cross Cole off the list, Jay began, but Irene shouted, Enough! They all looked at her. She said, You're acting like children fighting over a toy. Seriously, guys, you're better than this. Besides, it is entirely possible that the Green Ninja has control over the elements of the golden weapons, and that's why he's the chosen one. Had the thought even crossed your minds? She folded her arms and glared at them. Since you are not training, Sensei Wu said out of nowhere, you must have already found the answer to my riddle. What is the best way to defeat your enemy? The best way to defeat your enemy is to train, Sensei? Kai guessed. Irene facepalmed. Feeble and incorrect, Wu said. Maybe more training will help you focus. Remember what happened to your vehicles when you lost focus. A razor-sharp weapon is an extension of a razor-sharp mind. With that, he was gone. They all groaned. How am I supposed to focus when we don't know who the Green Ninja is? Jay complained. I don't want to be training all day, Cole said. Let's work together on this riddle. We can figure it out. Irene listened to them try to guess the answer, then tuned out, turning her dream over in her mind. Absently, she manifested an illusion of the serpentine she'd seen. She could identify it now. An anacondrae, the fiercest serpentine tribe of them all. All the boys shrieked when they saw it. What is that thing? Jay yelled. Irene dissolved the image and quickly explained her dream. It's not nearly as interesting as Zane's, she admitted. Now, let's keep at it. The solution will present itself eventually.